This week, right here in Charger Bulletin News, the University of New Haven's dance team wins a national championship, a new collaboration with I-5 Resources, and the New Haven Pride Center reopens. Charger Bulletin News starts right now. Hello and welcome to Charger Bulletin News. I'm Sweeten Patterson, and let's head right into this week's stories. One of our varsity teams have just been crowned national champions. Congratulations to the U New Haven dance team, who recently traveled to Orlando to compete for their first time as a D1 squad and came home as national champions in the small team performance category. Take a look. The music melody was composed by Dance Sounds, and the routine was choreographed by Kelly Mirando. And after being announced winners, the ladies posted a victory dance with the trophy. Head coach Ashley McLean shared on the Alumni Association Facebook that this means everything to the team, past, present, and future. These athletes are champions because of who they are, long before any title was earned. Huge congratulations to the athletes and all involved. The University of New Haven is collaborating with a cutting-edge platform supporting U.S. manufacturers. The announcement came on April 16th. The university's Elevation Center and Utah-based I-5 Services, operator of Connex Marketplace, a digital platform, signed a 3-year MOU, or Memorandum of Understanding, to establish a supply chain hub to help U.S. manufacturers. The hub will be housed at our very own Elevation Center. Manufacturers will gain access to supply chain assessments, alternative sourcing, analysis, and workforce training programs. Meanwhile, University of New Haven students will benefit from experiential learning, including real-world projects, internships, and applied research. President Jens Fredrickson is excited about what's to come, saying, quote, "This hub is exactly the kind of industry-academic collaboration that allows our students to work on real challenges while giving manufacturers the expertise and tools to build more resilient operations." Hey, Jared, what's going on?
Not much. You know, something that's always positive is new opportunities for students. How about we get into some student life? On Monday, soon-to-be graduates attending Charge Out. For the student events, students were able to pick up regalia for commencement, sign up for celebratory events, and meet with campus partners to help ensure their success as they prepare to graduate. It was a celebration of accomplishments, and the vibes were high. Film 2 course students wrapped the shooting of their short film, She Walks Alone, written and directed by junior Sean Green. Students gained the experience of hiring professional actors, using film-grade equipment, and working on a proper film set. CBN director Savannah Weisbrook and stage manager Patrick Deptula were key members of the crew and expressed it was an experience they will never forget. Keep an eye out for the trailer coming soon, with the film's projected completion date to be February of next year. And you can watch that film and others on Mainstream, our online hub that showcases the University of New Haven's award-winning creative storytellers. Be entertained by films, documentaries, and studio shows produced and directed by communication, film, and media students. Check it out. Go to mane-stream.com. Well, it's that time again. Time for this week's student highlight, with chatting with Charger's host and Charger Bulletin News correspondent Thomas Maynard.
My name is Sophie Reiswig. I am a graduate chemistry major at the university, and I am the president of Love for Our Elders.
And how did you get sort of into that, and what was your experience like doing that before you became president?
Sure. So it's a new organization, so I found it through my sorority, Delta Phi Epsilon, where we did a lot of service opportunities with them. So I decided that I wanted to help bring it to our campus and get more involved with it.
How did you become the president, and what sort of struck you to take on that role?
I have always been very interested in community service opportunities. So when I was looking into being able to bring it onto campus, it was something that really just struck my heart a little bit.
And what does it mean to you to sort of do these things and be part of this organization?
It's such a great opportunity to be able to help older individuals. As someone who my grandparents were very close to me, it's nice to be able to help those who don't have that community.
How can other students on campus get involved with this, and where can they find more information?
Yeah, so if you want to get involved with our organization, you can reach out to our Instagram, lfoe.newhaven, and reach out, and we'll send you the link to sign up.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The end of the year is fastly approaching, and we wouldn't want you to go into the summer with any regrets. Time's ticking. Let's give these food trucks a try. On Monday, Burgaway will be here for lunch if you're in the mood for the classics, and for dinner that evening, we'll be steaking it. You can embrace the warm weather for Tuesday's lunch by making a pit stop at Tropicana Bowls, or imagine you're on vacation eating holy guacamole for dinner. On Wednesday, we have not one, but two of our favorite guilty pleasures. Freiburg will be coming to campus for lunch, and Silver Sands Pizza will be here for dinner. I mean, seriously, what's stopping you from heading on over to these food trucks? If you've been feeling a little shy this week, it's okay. You can make up for it on Thursday with either the Blind Rhino for lunch or Walter's hot dogs for dinner. Hey, I'll admit it, I haven't tried Walter's just yet, but there's always room for improvement. These food trucks make it easy to grab a quick bite while packing up our rooms for spring break. Treat yourself to the beauty of convenience. That's all I got for student life. Back to you, Swedes.
Thanks, Jarrett. Coming up next, a look at our 7-day weather forecast and Michael Crowley with the latest entertainment news. Charger Bulletin News will be right back. The Charger Bulletin is your weekly newspaper source for in-depth campus stories. Written by students powering the Charger community, you'll find national and local news, sports, lifestyle, and so much more. Read your next copy online at chargerbulletin.com or pick up printed copy in the newspaper stands around campus. I'm sure we have all appreciated the weather this past week. I know I have. Try to get a tan and all. Anyways, here is this week's weather forecast as seen on weather.com. And I'm warning you now that we do have quite a bit of rain heading our way.
It's that rainy? You know, I was psyched for next week, but now I'm going to be soaked next week.
What the heck? All right, let's head over to entertainment. Singer David, whose legal name is David Burke, was arrested last Thursday and charged with first-degree murder in connection to the death of Celeste Riveras Hernandez, the 14-year-old whose dismembered remains were found in the trunk of David's Tesla. On Monday, Burke was arraigned and pleaded not guilty to murder and other charges. In a press conference, Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman provided more details of the charges.
These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances. The special circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation. These special circumstances carry with it, along with the first-degree murder charge, a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty.
David is currently being held without bail and returned to court Thursday for a preliminary hearing. David's attorney said in a statement following his arraignment, quote, "The actual evidence in this case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Riveras Hernandez, and he was not the cause of her death," end quote. "We will vigorously defend David's innocence," end quote. Justin Bieber hit the headlines these past few weeks with his moments at Coachella, and the internet had a lot to say. During his Week 1 appearance, Bieber was seen on stage with a MacBook, looking up his own songs and letting the crowd choose what he should play. A moment that quickly went viral and sparked some mixed reactions. Some fans found it funny and genius, while others questioned the unusual setup. But the energy picked right back up when the Kid Laroi joined him on stage, giving the crowd a surprise collaboration moment that brought things back to that classic festival hype. Check it out.
I said, what do I do? I said, now I do the thing I told you that I never would have told you. Even when I knew I never would, I told you that I find nobody else as good as you. I need you to.
Dylan Sprouse is in the headlines after reports say he helped stop a suspected home intruder. The actor reportedly stepped in and restrained the individual until police arrived. Rapper Ice Spice is back in the spotlight after a viral video allegedly shows her getting into a physical altercation at a McDonald's. The clip, courtesy of TMZ, has spread like wildfire across social media, with users sharing their opinion in real time. We've seen justifiable moments of fans humbling out-of-touch celebrities, but this apparently might have been nothing of the sort. So far, it has all been speculation. Details surrounding the seemingly unprompted fight remain unclear, and no official statement has been made. A public feud is brewing between the two internet's biggest names, Alex Earl and Alex Cooper. The tension began after online fans noticed subtle shots, sparking speculation that something may have gone wrong behind the scenes. Earl, who has quickly risen as one of TikTok's influential creators, previously appeared on Cooper's podcast, Call Her Daddy, a move that initially looked like a power collaboration, but recent social media activity has fans questioning whether that relationship has shifted. So far, neither Earl nor Cooper has directly addressed the rumored feud, but that has not stopped the internet from trying to connect the dots. For now, we'll just have fans wait and see if this is just internet speculation or if this is the start of a massive fallout. All right, that's all I got for entertainment this week. I'm Michael Crowley. Back to you, Sweden.
Thanks, Michael. Leaders with the New Haven Pride Center announced that they will be reopening next month after successfully raising $500,000 to resolve major financial challenges. The center, which first opened 30 years ago, was founded to provide a safe and supportive space for the LGBTQIA community in New Haven. However, operations were suspended in late February after the board of directors revealed a serious financial struggle, including over $250,000 in tax liabilities tied to the past management. In response, leaders launched Project Phoenix on March 17th. Just 1 month later, their $500,000 fundraising goal was met, thanks to support from dozens of community members and institutional donors. A soft reopening is planned for May, with a full public reopening in June, coinciding with both Pride Month and the center's 30th anniversary. Leaders say that this marks a fresh start with new leadership focused on building a more sustainable future for the next generation. Well, it's always good to see donations for a good cause pay off. Now we have a quick break. When we come back, Nina Marie DiMonato delivers the Charger Sports Report. This is Charger Bulletin News. Welcome back to Charger Bulletin News, and filling in for Leah Komorowski is our very own Nina Marie DiMonato with sports.
Hey, Sweden.
Hey Nina, I'm so happy you've joined me. The desk is feeling a little lonely today.
I wish I could stay longer, but I gotta head over to sports. We start our sports reports on the gridiron. Last Saturday, New Haven football showcased their talent during the Blue versus Gold spring game. This year, the teams were chosen between President Jens Fredrickson for Team Blue and Athletics Director Devin Crosby for Team Gold. Team Blue came out on top 20-17 behind the work of quarterback A.J. Duffy and was highlighted by a one-handed touchdown grab from Nate Burleson, Jr. He's the son of the former NFL receiver and CBS sports analyst Nate Burleson. Both Nate Jr. and younger brother Nehemiah transferred from UNH from Nevada over the offseason. Chargers football will continue to train as they prepare for their second season in Division I starting in August. Softball lost a tough one against Yale University on Wednesday, 9-6. The team's offense recorded 7 hits, including 4 doubles. Brie Pelicone created the Chargers' first point on the board. In the 5th inning, the ladies managed to tie up the game. However, they couldn't hold on. Up next, a weekend series here at home versus Stonehill. New Haven baseball also struggled this week when they faced Quinnipiac University. Although registering 6 hits, the boys were shut out 13-0. Starting today, a 3-game series against Central Connecticut State University in New Britain. Senior Day last week was a huge success for our blue and gold lacrosse. The ladies defeated Central Connecticut State 17-11 in the second quarter. The Chargers put up an offense show, putting the ball in the net 8 times. Summer Castiglione, a name you hear every week, scored a season-high 4 goals. Helena Dunwoody netted a hat trick, aiding to the team's win. The girls traveled to Delaware Saturday for their final game of the season to face Delaware State Hornets at 1 p.m. That's all for sports. I'm Nina Marie DiVonato. Back to you, Sweden.
Thanks, Nina. Concerns around Tweed New Haven Airport expansion continues. Earlier this month, Tweed had issued a memorandum representing a non-binding agreement between New Haven, East Haven, the Airport Authority, and Avports, an airport operator, aimed to address concerns surrounding parking, traffic, and environmental impact. The plan to build an 84,000 square foot terminal and expand the runway has been in talks for some time now, but has received some pushback from local New Haven and East Haven residents. Last month, the airport postponed its monthly community meeting in order to answer questions regarding the environmental review of the expansion. Tom Cavalier, Tweed's spokesperson, told news outlets that HVN has committed to holding public informational sessions at key milestones, including the virtual session already held and a future session at a later stage in the process. We expect that the session will take place no earlier than May and will announce the date as the process advances. We'll continue to follow this story. There's a new reason to take a walk down the boardwalk this summer, and it involves ice cream. The Coastal Cone Creamery is getting ready to open in the former Savin Rock Surf Shop space on Captain Thomas Boulevard, swapping surfboards and kayaks for cones and sprinkles. Coastal Cone is owned by Hampton resident Kubra Taz and Keenan Yardim. They are currently working on renovations to transform the beachside location into what could become a go-to summer hangout. Local officials are excited about the ice cream shop, saying that the creamery adds to the growing energy along the West Haven waterfront. No official opening date has been announced yet, but if you're already craving a cone by the water, you're not alone. So stay tuned, because this is one summer story that is just getting started. And that's our stories for this week. We'll see you next Saturday for another edition of CDN. For the up-to-date minute news, make sure to follow us on social media. Find our handle at Charger Bulletin on YouTube, TikTok, and on Instagram. It's Charger Bulletin News. And for the ultimate coverage on the University of New Haven, read new editions of the Charger Bulletin newspaper every Tuesday and check out Horseshoe Magazine for the long-form student journalism stories. For our entire Charger Bulletin news crew, I'm Sweden Patterson. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.